Hello, hello, my peaches. I hope that you're all snuggled up with a warm drink and a soft blanket because I have a very cozy video for you today. Today is the day I finally share my completed autumnal gnomecore island with you all, Maple Glen. This island took months to make and I'm honestly so proud of it. I was super inspired with this island and I actually came up with an entire storyline for the island, and it's made to human or not human residents, Gwen the gnome and Greta the goblin. I actually started writing a love story about the two of them, and I'm going to put the first chapter of this story I wrote in the description box below. If you're interested in reading more, either by me just uploading the story or maybe having a video recording of me reading it, please let me know because I would love to share more of my writing with you all. And anyways, as I said, this is a gnomecore island. My idea was to make this a super cozy autumnal kind of farmcore island, like how I'd imagine a gnome village would look. And as I said, it took a while to make, so some areas are more Halloween inspired, while others are going to be more like Thanksgiving-y, depending on what time I made it. So without further ado, let's just get started. So we're obviously here at the airport. And let me first show you my map. So this is Maple Glen. I'm really proud of how this map turned out. It is honestly so pretty and there is so much water. I love it. I seem to struggle with putting on a lot of water. So anyways, we have Gwen, my little gnome girl, and then this is Greta, our very green goblin. And for our villagers, we have Hazel, Billy, Bunny, Blair, Ward Jr., Rudy, Bo, Maple, Kiki, and Poppy. I absolutely love this little set of villagers, and I'm going to be very sad when I say farewell to all of them. But anyways, yes, this is my airport. I usually hate the orange airports, but it kind of fits for this theme, and I have this cute little acorn flag that I downloaded. And right up in front, I wanted it to just look really beautiful and autumnal. Let me pan up for you. I just wanted there to be tons and tons of trees, just to really set the mood of this being a very kind of natural looking island. Obviously very autumnal. And here is sort of supposed to be like a mini train station, but of course instead of trains, they just have little pumpkin carriages. And we have this little waiting spot where you can sit and wait for the carriage to arrive. And then over this way, you cross a little bridge. There's this little crossroads. And we're gonna start by going up, which will take you right to resident services, as you can see in the distance. And I built this little Thanksgiving dining area right next to resident services because I thought it would just be really perfect, since resident services is kind of a gathering spot for your villagers, that you could come here and enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner with all of your friends. And as you can see off to the left there are some presents sitting out. So if you visit this dream address, you can pick those up. And oh my goodness, look at my boys singing and dancing. They're too precious. I'm gonna be so devastated to get rid of this island. I won't be resetting it just yet because I decided not to do a Christmas island because there's no way I'm gonna have time to finish a Christmas island when it is currently December 3rd as I'm filming this. There's just no way it's gonna be done. It took me like 3-4 months to make an autumn island. There's no way I can do a Christmas island that fast. Anyways, moving on. Right here we have this little schoolhouse build that I made. I'm super proud of it. I've never really done simple panel buildings before, so I'm really proud of how this turned out. And one of my favorite autumnal traditions is watching over the garden wall. So this schoolroom was very heavily inspired by it, which is why all of the school children are animals, because there's that one episode where there's the school with animals who learn how to play instruments. So I gave them all little musical instruments to play. And then of course we have the little froggy with the piano, like the opening scene. And I used this new donation box with the money for school, which that's another note. I did most of this island before the 2.0 update, but I do have some 2.0 items in this island, but not a ton. I did the majority of this before the update, and even the parts I did after the update, I didn't have a ton of items yet. And then of course you can't have a school without a playground. I wanted to make this feel like a very old-timey playground. Like I didn't want there to be like super modern looking toys. So I kind of tried to think of like what would like, I don't know, what did kids play with like decades ago or centuries ago or whatever. And one thing that came to mind was like marbles and jacks. I don't know why that feels like such an old people baby boomery thing to play with. So I actually made this little code myself, and then I just put this little lost item bag here to make it look like that's the bag where they keep their marbles. A lot of my beaches are kind of empty like this. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't decorate the beaches more, but I just was running out of time and inspiration, and I really wanted to move on. You did get a little glimpse of Nook's Granny down there, but we're not going to go over there just yet, but just be patient. Off to the left here, we've got, of course, a little mail area. Like I said, this is kind of like, I don't know, multi-season. Like it's Halloween, yet it's also Thanksgiving on this island, and Thanksgiving in my mind is just like pre-Christmas. I feel like it's like the start of the holiday season. So of course we have to have a post office so people can get their gifts mailed off early. And this is basically the start of one of the villager neighborhoods. Right here we have Kiki and Rudy's beautiful matching exteriors. I do have a speed build on my channel where I decorated these houses, so you can see that. And I didn't really change them since those videos, other than I switched the ugly like pie symbol pie to the sea bass pie, because if I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure this is what the pie from Kiki's delivery service looks like. I'm pretty sure I remember there being a fish on the pie. I hope I'm remembering that correctly, otherwise this is gonna look really bizarre. But so that's all I really changed from that speed build. Otherwise everything is pretty much the same. And over here we have my boy Rudy's yard. He's got his mushroom garden. I never bothered to change the volleyball to a soccer ball, so he's just playing soccer with a volleyball. But you know what, that's okay. He's making do with what he has. And up this way we have Bunny's yard, which is almost exclusively 2.0 items. I feel like this 2.0 update was just, it just came perfectly, was perfectly timed for Bunny, because we got these bunny ornaments, we got actual carrots. I had literally downloaded all of these fake like carrot codes, and then like a day later was when I found out we were gonna have like actual crops. It was like right before the update. And of course we got lots of carrot cake for our little bun girl. And then here is Maple's yard. How could I have an island named Maple Glen and not have Maple with a beautiful giant yard? And it's very yellow and honey themed. And she's got a little breakfast cafe. So this is like where you can order. There's lots of pancakes and bread and jam. And down this way is the little seating area where you can actually eat your breakfast. And there's this little gnome server who can wheel around little jars of apple jam for you to spread onto your pancakes. So I thought that was a cute little touch. I tried my best to put gnomes everywhere on this island, but I feel like I still did not get enough. This is one of my like favorite little mini corners. I'm always bad at decorating very small sections on islands. Like I feel like all of my builds are massive, but I love this little corner with the candy bucket and the candy spilling all over the ground and the little tiny ridiculous handheld candy bucket. It's just so stinking cute. And then up here we have our squirrel village, where our 3 squirrel villagers live. This is a little dining spot for the 3 of them to share. I of course had to put acorns out because, you know, squirrels love some acorns. And they've got plenty of trash cans and bikes, just, you know, your normal neighborhood items. This one is Blair's yard. She just has like a little cozy picnic spot and a spot to do her laundry. That cliff off to the left, if you do visit, there's nothing really up there. It's just trees and flowers. I got a little lazy at the end of this island and just wanted to fill it in and be done. So there's nothing much up there, so I won't go up there. And this, as you might have guessed, is Poppy's yard. The windflowers make me think of poppies, so I gave her a poppy garden. And of course, a little rocking chair, because what little cottagecore yard is complete without a rocking chair? And this is Hazel's yard. Hazel always makes me think of Frida Kahlo because of the unibrow, so I gave her this painting spot. And then to kind of keep it on the like Halloween, Thanksgiving, fall theme, since Frida Kahlo is a Mexican artist, I decided to give her a little Day of the Dead area. So I used some of the new items we got, like that marigold decoration and this skull radio. The green one actually looks like one of the Day of the Dead skulls, which I think is so cute. So that's what I did for her yard, and we are just gonna zoom back on down to where we were before. Let's make Gwen run a little faster. Speaking of which, is Gwen not the cutest character? I have actually fallen in love with her. No, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking, honey, but you're not moving out, and I'm not gonna talk to you. Anyways, as I was saying, I love Gwen. She's adorable, and I've actually decided I will be heartbroken when I delete this island, so I'm gonna recreate her on my main island, Peach. She is going to open a permanent bed and breakfast over on Peach. So part of my storyline, is actually a very fitting transition, is she runs the local bakery, which you can see right here. And her specialty is pumpkin pie, and her dream is to make the greatest pumpkin pies in the world, and she wants to come in first place at the Maple Glen County Fair pie baking competition. She has yet to win, but it is her big dream, and I like to think that, like, in the future, after she has won and become, like, a famous baker, she, I don't know, opens a line of, like, B&Bs for whatever reason. I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls right now, another beloved fall tradition, so I guess I just have inns and B&Bs on my mind. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna give her like a little gnome bed and breakfast on my other island, Peach, so this will not be the end for our little gnome girl. And over here is the pub where her goblin girlfriend Greta lives. Greta is like a very tough, adventurous gnome girl. Goblin girl, excuse me, she's not a gnome. And yeah, she's like the bartender. She's very heavily inspired by, she's kind of like a mix of Abigail and, oh, what's her name? Is it Emily? The bartender from Stardew Valley. They're like my two favorite marriage candidates, or at least for the girls. So, yeah, she's basically a combination of them both. And anyways, down here on the beach, we have this little bookshop, because we love books, of course, and we also have the Able sisters with lots of sewing materials and equipment. And over on the left here, we have this little pottery studio. And of course, our little apothecary for potions and elixirs. I love how this glowing moss looks. It's just like, I don't even know what it is that this gnome man is prescribing, but doesn't look safe. But that's kind of the charm of strange old-timey medicines, you know? And there's little Bun. I almost forgot to actually go up this way, so it's a good thing I saw Bunny. I almost fully skipped over Nook's Cranny. So this is supposed to be a woodworking studio. Not gonna lie, I'm not crazy about this area. I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. Like, I feel like you can't tell it's a woodworking studio unless if I tell you. Although I feel like this area kind of does give it away, since there's like knives for wood carving. Oh my god, Billy is being so dramatic right now. I also put this candy machine down here. I don't know why. It bothered me that there wasn't any furniture in this corner. I like cluttercore. Everything must be covered, so I just popped that down there. And there's a little bench spot, almost like a miniature park right there. Because once again, I just wanted to fill up the space, because I can't stand having empty space like anywhere on my islands, ever. And now back up through this crossroads, we are going to go up past this little dining area and past these presents that I set out. And this is my second village area. This is supposed to be more off in the distance, kind of, more like on the outskirts of town. And as you can see, it's just a ginormous farm. And I'm just gonna tilt up and tilt at this angle I love this angled camera. It is so perfect for this island because I have a lot of like long skinny builds like this. But this is where Billy and Wart Jr. live, my little old man couple. I love them so much. Oh my god, that just made me think I should make them roommates in Happy Home Paradise. I just want everyone to have a roommate in Happy Home Paradise. Everyone's a couple, everyone lives together, everybody's gay. It's just all I want to do. So I'm definitely gonna give them a house together. I've obviously already designed Billy's Happy Home Paradise house because he's like one of the first people you see, or at least for me he was. And yeah, I put a little bit of all of the new crops in their little yard. And up this way is my boy Bo. He is a little lumberjack because, as I said earlier, Thanksgiving basically just makes me think of Christmas. So it kind of makes me think of like, you know, this is maybe where people go to buy their Christmas trees. So he's working on growing them so they'll be ready to be chopped down soon. And back this way, I almost forgot to show this little corner, but then I noticed it when we went into the angled camera mode. I have this little tiny picnic that I built over here because I just had no clue what to do right here. And I think it's so cute and I love it. Actually is, I believe, yeah, it's hopping distance to Wart Jr. and Billy's houses. So I could see them coming down here to have tea and read with their little gnome buddies. Kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I don't know, I feel like I always see like old men gathering together and like hanging out. Like it's just, I don't know, it feels like an old people thing to do, to just go and sit and have coffee together. And I guess picnics are a theme because I have another picnic here. And as you might have noticed, this is a very massive pumpkin patch. This is where Gwen lives. This is her little cozy pumpkin-y farm. As I said, she wants to grow the best pumpkins, so of course she grows all of her own. And she also has a beautiful wheat farm because I could not make a wheat farm. That was a mouthful to say. I had to make a wheat farm. I just love the wheat items. It's so cute. It's so autumnal. I had to do this. I'm gonna real quick show you the interior of her house as well because I'm extremely proud of how it turned out. I love decorating interiors and Happy Home Paradise has only made me love it even more, so I really went all out with this interior. I did not decorate the side rooms because I was very lazy by the end, as I said, but I tried to make this as cozy as possible. There's a little riding spot for her. And this is a cozy little sitting area. I'm obsessed with these armchairs. I want these armchairs like everywhere. They're the most perfect item. And I've got a little pumpkin carving spot right there. And when you go upstairs, it's basically a combination of her bedroom and a little cozy bathroom. Once again, we've got these adorable patchwork furniture items. I love putting the table at the foot of the bed. It almost feels like just like a little bench where you could sit and you know, tie your shoes or whatever, you know, kind of get ready. I didn't mean to do that. And here's her cozy little bathroom. Very warm and yellowy. I just love how warm this house is. I usually don't go for yellows and oranges in most of my designs, and I honestly love how warm this house feels. I might have to use more yellow and orange in the future. And downstairs I made it her kitchen because she loves to bake, so she had to have a massive, I was just gonna touch it to be cute. I didn't mean to actually cook. Oh my god, I didn't mean to open this either. Okay, I need to stop touching the furniture. Stop clicking the button, Sophie. Okay, I'm not gonna click anything. But anyways, this is where she does her cooking. She's got some pumpkin pie down there. There's a nice big dining table for when she's entertaining her gnome friends or her girlfriend. And then she's got just a storage area. I was originally going to put a ton of like the pickled veggie jars up here, like she's pickling her own veggies, but I was too lazy to craft the veggie jars, and I don't think it even takes that much to craft them. I think you just need like one of each of a couple different veggies. So if you just put a stack in your pocket, it's not that hard, but I'm very lazy. I think I've said that like 6 times already, but I'm a lazy human being. I just like speed ran the end of this island. God, they're gonna see this video and take my English degree away. They're gonna be like, you can't conjugate the verb speed run. We're taking the English degree away. Anyways, here's my campsite. Dang it, I meant to invite someone so that it would look cute. I think I forgot to do that for the dream address update as well, which I'm just now realizing. But you know what, it's okay. It's okay if the campsite is sad and empty because we've got some gnomes, so we've got some tents for gnomes here. Which actually makes sense if it's lonely because this area is actually supposed to be inspired by the video game Cozy Grove. I was really obsessed with that game. Around like October of this year, I was playing it constantly. I kind of took a break from Animal Crossing a bit and was just playing that a ton. And it I kind of made like a little miniature island over there for the campsite. So it just made me think of that game. And so yeah, it kind of makes sense if it's uninhabited. And here is the Maple Glen County Fair. I'm so happy with how this build turned out. I was already planning on building this, and then when the update came out and we got all of these new carnival-like items, I just wanted to cry. So we've got our little ticket booth here, and we've got all these gnomes lining up to purchase their tickets. We've got some capsule toys and this little claw machine, which it actually runs, like the claw actually goes to pick up a toy. I think it does the same animation every time, like it usually picks it up and then drops it. I have yet to see if it ever changes up, like if it ever actually catches the panda. And down here is a little corn hay hedge maze. I'm not gonna go through it because I want you all to try it yourselves. But basically the end of it is going to be at the dock with Cap'n. So once you get to the dock, you have reached it. You have reached the end. And here we've got some balloons, and these are all of our toy prizes if you manage to win this little duck throwing game, which is also interactive. You click A and it throws a little ball at the duck, which I think is so cute that you can actually like play the game. Here we've got hay rides and of course a little carousel. Oh, I was gonna try and tilt okay, it keeps disappearing when I tilt my camera, so I guess not. And here is our little Ferris wheel. I wanted to say carousel. I don't know why, but I mix up carousel and Ferris wheel all the time. And here is that pie baking contest that I mentioned. Gwen has always wanted to come in first. She has yet to come in first, but maybe one day she will make a pie worthy enough of first prize. And down here, oh my god, my camera, every time I tilt it, all the items disappear. We have a little knockoff Katrina with her little crystal ball here. And if you haven't seen this item, it actually does glow. If you're curious, this item is called a power stone, yes. It's kind of like a secret item. If Katrina gives you bad luck, she will offer to give you a purification potion or spell or something, and then she'll give you a present in the mail the next day, and that's one of the items that she might mail you. And up this incline is a little apple orchard because what says fall like apple picking? So we've got a little sitting area where you can enjoy your apple smoothies and your apple pie. Oh darn, I just realized, this always happens after I update a dream address. I realize all of the little things that I goofed up on. I wanted to change this to an actual apple pie instead of this hideous pie. Do you remember when we were all so excited to get this pie item? Like, oh my god, we have pie in Animal Crossing, and now the pie symbol pie is canceled because it's ugly and sad, and we have like 1,000 other pies now. The rest of this island is very spooky, so make sure you're extra snuggled up because this is gonna be a little scary section. And the sun has gone down since the start of the video, which is nice. We're in the dark now. So obviously this is our little Maple Glen graveyard. I shouldn't be laughing when we're in a graveyard, but I got the idea to put the all-black gnome like he's in mourning clothing. I know it's so bad to laugh, it's so morbid, but I think it's kind of funny, like this little, he's supposed to be like such a like badass gnome with his like sunglasses, but I just made him look really sad and depressing in his mourning getup. And in here we have our little chapel, church, cathedral, I don't know what to call it, where the funeral service is being held. We have this little headless priest outfit up here. Our poor dude Gonzo, he has left us. I'm so sad to say that he has left us, and it's his funeral. It is his funeral that we are attending. Poor sweet Gonzo. He actually gave me, that's his second copy of his picture. He has given two of his photos to me. And what do? I put his extra photo on top of a coffin. The poor boy, I do not deserve him. And finally, we are in the swamp, the spooky green and black swamp. This glowing moss is so beautiful. I love how it looks in here. I've actually never seen this area at nighttime since I built it, because I pretty much always build during the day, and if it's not daytime, I time travel to make it daytime because, I don't know, I just can't stand playing at night. I just can't see. God, it's so beautiful at night. And you go up this incline, and this is where our goblin girl, Greta, lives. I'm gonna pop in her house. It's just one room, so it's a pretty quick tour. I wish you could change the exterior without making it full-sized, but I was okay with how the exterior looked, just with the generic one. And Greta is, you know, she's a very scary, she's not scary, but she's a very rough and tough, you know, she's like a tough butch lesbian kind of gal, and she is an adventurer. Her dream in life, you know, Gwen's dream in life is to become the greatest pie baker. Her dream in life is she wants to dig up dragon bones. I had the idea that in this world they dig up dragons, kind of like how we dig up dinosaurs, and Greta just wants to be a little paleontologist queen and go on adventures and find dragon treasure and dragon bones and all sorts of stuff. And she also probably practices witchcraft, so you know, oh gosh, she can't fit through here. So she's got this little witch's cauldron, and can we just appreciate how beautiful the Moroccan lights are? They are truly, I have to say, one of, I think, the best items from this update. I think they're very underrated. They look good in a spooky house. They look good for elegant core. They're good for fairy core. They're just so good for like any theme, really, depending on how you customize them. Here is the cave, which I just realized the inside of the cave is glowing. As I said, I've never been over to this area actually at nighttime. Over here, it's kind of just plants. I just filled in the cliffs with plants. And those upper cliffs in the back are just kind of filled in with random items. There's not really a particular build up there, so I won't climb up there. But over to the right here, we've got a little Stonehenge and another goblin cauldron. I don't know why my words are failing me. I don't know why I said goblin. I suppose it's a cauldron for a goblin. I think I was trying to say goblet, but that's not the right word. Goblets are small. This is not small. Anyways, enough analyzing my poor language skills. Heading back here, we've got this little spooky wolf hanging out, and this last incline, which leads you down to the secret beach with all these fancy treasure troves, kind of like the ones that Greta would like to discover in her adventures. And that is going to be a wrap for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing this island as much as I enjoyed making it. I truly love this island so much, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. If you did enjoy it, please give this video a thumbs up, and tell me in the comments what area you like the most. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!